Hi you guys, I'm Steven.
I'm Giselle.
And we're the Lover's Passport. Today we're going to be talking to you guys about our shoe recommendations for hiking, backpacking, snow, every day, and what you need to buy.
We have a lot of hiking shoes. We've been going on hikes together for over 2 years, and so we've got quite the collection. And we're going to give you some recommendations ranging from every price range. So we're going to have some cheaper options to more expensive options based on whether or not it's waterproof, water resistant, the grip, the other features of the shoe. So a lot of people have asked us for our top recommendations on hiking shoes since they're just starting out and don't really know what to look for. So hopefully this helps. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out on making this kind of adventure content for you guys.
So we're going to start off with our favorite day hiking shoes right now. My favorite day hiking shoes are right over here. As you can see, I have torn them to complete shreds, but they are still awesome. These are the Spire GTX hiking shoe. The reason I love them so much is because they're really lightweight and that they have the low top. It's nice for day hikes, especially if you guys are doing like a summer hike or something warmer. This is a perfect little slip-on shoe. The few functions I really like is that this lower section is empty. So there's no sole, there's a top and bottom, but the center is empty. So there's a lot of airflow that can go into there. It keeps your foot nice and cool. And on the bottom, the tread back here is, I probably need a new pair because these are almost gone. But the tread is meant for stopping. So when you lean back on your heel, the tread actually goes the opposite way to help you stop. So it has really good traction. They're water resistant. I wouldn't say proof because at any time water gets above your ankle, since they are low top, my feet do get wet. They run for about $190, but I think that they are really, really nice. Totally worth the money, especially if you guys are looking for day hikes. I've done hundreds of miles in them and used them for the past 2 years.
All right, so the equivalent of that kind of shoe for me is, this is actually my first pair of hiking shoes I ever got when I first started dating Steven, because I didn't have proper ones and I didn't really know which ones to get. So I went into REI and I kind of got recommendations. So these are the Merrell Moab Waterproof 2 shoes. I got them a while ago, like 2 years ago. These things have been with me on every day hike, backpacking trip, camping trip that we did in the first year and a half of dating. Like, I did not get any other pair for like long distance day hikes. These things are really, really nice. The tread on them, super great. I have a knee injury and so I'm always worried about like slipping in my shoes. These ones are great. It's low top, so like Steven said, there's still a chance of getting water on your feet. So yeah, I would say they're less on the side of waterproof and more like water resistant. But I highly recommend these shoes. My only pet peeve is that my shoelaces would come undone all the time. So like, make sure to double tie these. But for a beginner women's hiking shoe, if you like the low top without the ankle, these would be my go-tos. And the price of those Merrells are $124 retail value, but they're always on sale at like REI or Backcountry.
So Giselle has the lower height one. They go up to the ankle. These are the mid waterproof ones. I really like them, especially for backpacking trips and if you guys are hiking in the snow or rain. We were up in the redwoods and it was dumping rain on us and my feet were completely dry. I had no problem in them. We also went snowshoeing in them and they held up really nicely. The only way that they did get a little bit wet is if water comes in the top. I didn't break these in. I just started wearing them right away. I'm usually not a fan of the higher top. I usually like my La Sportivas. They're low top ones. They're really nice and light, but these ones so far have been super comfortable. I've worn them the past 2 months nonstop. Same kind of problem where my shoe comes untied all the time.
I think it's just the laces, but honestly, like for the quality of shoe,
it totally works out. I really, really love the Vibram on the bottom of the soles. It makes it nice and sticky so you don't have to worry about slipping like Giselle said. And it's really nice and hard, no matter if you're on the tip of a rock walking or let's say a stick goes up there or anything. You're not going to feel that in the sole of your shoe. It does a really good job protecting it. The price for these is about $135 and they weigh 2.4 pounds. So they're not too light, but I think that they're totally worth the price, especially considering that they're gonna last for multiple years.
All right, so next up for women's hiking shoes, I have these Columbias that I recently got for my birthday. Thank you, Steven. These are the Columbia Newton Ridge Plus waterproof amped boots, and these are really nice for like ankle support. They're the highest ankle support boot that I have, so you can kind of see them. And then they're also nice and like feminine and cute. Like you'll see a lot, like, I mean, it's a thing. Some people want like quote unquote cuter hiking shoes, and these ones are a nice mix of cute and comfy and durable. And so far I have not had any problems in them at all. The laces are great. They're nice like side little hooks over here, so they haven't come undone while I've been hiking. The grip is really nice, and they're super lightweight. Like comparatively to my Merrells, they are a lot more lightweight, so I do like these for overnight backpacking trips rather than day hikes, just because it's less weight. My one criticism of it is that my ankle does slide. I have really tiny ankles. They do slide a little tiny bit comparatively to my other high tops, which we'll get into in a second. But overall, would 10 out of 10 recommend these if you're looking for a higher ankle boots that are lightweight, stylish, and waterproof. Also, if you're balling on a budget, these are my cheapest pair, $79.99, but they're sold at various retailers and can often get a coupon code for them. So yeah, and we haven't mentioned this already, but we will link all of these shoes down below in the bio for you, so you can shop them if it sounds like a fit for you.
Next up, these are my more technical shoes. These are the Black Diamond Technician shoes. So they're really, really nice, especially if you want to do some peak bagging. Bottoms of them are a little different than normal hiking shoes. They have these dots, but it's meant for climbing or if you guys are on smooth rock. It's not really meant for snow. I've tried walking these in snow and you slide all over the place. Not really meant for the forest either. They're meant for peak bagging. As you can see, the front of it is nice and smooth, so you can do some very low angle toe hooks. The back is also nice and smooth, so if you need to, you can do a heel hook, but they're great for rock climbing. I was going to use them earlier this year to climb Mount Whitney. That was the main goal of them, because they're nice and lightweight. We were going to do the Mountaineers route. So if you guys are looking for some more peak bagging, less hiking, but still want to be able to do some rock climbing in them, then I highly recommend the Black Diamond Technician shoes. They run for around $135. The reason that you would want to bring your own like technician shoes is if you wanted to go much lighter and not bring, for instance, like rock climbing shoes.
I bring extra rock climbing shoes. I don't mind carrying the weight.
You can totally bring your hiking shoes and bring your rock climbing shoes, especially if you're doing some more serious stuff. But for the routes that I was doing, those are perfectly fine, and they're much comfier than regular rock climbing shoes. So if you're looking for, like I said, something a little bit more technical, those would be a great route.
Next up, we have some waterproof sandals from Keen. They're the equivalent of the women's ones that I have. They're the Keen Women's Whisper Sandal, and they were also I got those at the same time as my first pair of Merrells for our backpacking trip to Havasupai in Arizona. And those are excellent shoes for water trails, like anything where you're doing any river crossings, any like marshy areas, anything where there's a little bit of water running where you could slip and want a lightweight sandal. They're really great for that. They're super easy to slip on and off. They don't have any laces. Laces makes it super easy, nice slip-on shoe. I sometimes just use them for camp shoes, or if I'm not going anywhere where it's like super filled with water, like I use them all around Sedona because I didn't want my feet to get overly hot in my heavier shoes. So I'd rock the socks and hiking sandals. They weigh 1 pound and 1 ounce, which is why I really like them, because I can just strap them on my backpack with like a carabiner for a nice camp shoe. And they are $89.95. I just got mine off of Amazon, and sometimes they have sales. Like I have really big feet, I'm a size 10, and so they always have sales on my size. So it was very appealing. They also have like knockoffs on Amazon that are super similar. But yeah, I just went with the Keens because they had really good reviews, and I have had nothing bad to say about them.
She has the Keens, and I like the ones she was showing you. I have
Those
the
are the
knockoff ones. So these are just the ones. They're from Meridian. They're the knockoff ones. They're a little bit cheaper than the name brand ones. They also aren't as comfy. The tread is not as great as Keen. But if you're looking for a good budget shoe, one you're only going to use a few times a year, then
They
I would
go for the
recommend
knockoffs,
going
but-
for these. We'll link them down below. If you guys are going to be using them much more frequently
Then
on
go for
backpacking trips, or if you guys are going to do more slot canyons or more canyoneering, then definitely recommend going for the Keens. Next time I buy a new pair, once these are done, definitely be going with some waterproof Keens.
Last but not least, this is my new favorite shoe. Like, I just got these recently as well, like right after my Columbias, and I didn't break them in, and I didn't like know much about the shoe. They just were very highly rated, and I have never had a better hiking shoe, I will say. Bad boys. These are the Merrell Ontario Mid Waterproof boots. Super cute. They come with 2 different sets of laces. These ones just pop more. These are the turquoise ones, and I believe they gave me a set of brown or like gray ones that also come in the box, so if I wanted to replace those I could. But the one thing I love about them is, like what Steven was saying earlier, they have the Vibram on the bottom. The non-stick is amazing. I wore these when we went snowshoeing. I wore these hiking in the rain. No issues. I totally trust these shoes. And that's a lot. Like, I don't trust my shoes right away. Like, I get really freaked out going downhill or anything like that just because my knee is prone to redislocation. And so I really love that I can trust these right off the bat. They were comfortable right like out of the box. I wore these on a hike the next day for like a 5-mile hike, and they held up beautifully. No slip. The laces don't come undone. They're super comfy. I think the difference between these and my Columbias is that these have a lot more support in them. Like, not a lot more, but like definitely a noticeable feel. I wore these back to back during our last trip to the Redwoods, and that was the only thing I noticed. Like, the Columbias are nice if you like more ankle support, but if you want more like arch support, then I'd go with these boys. They are the most expensive ones. They are $170, but they have definitely become my new favorite hiking shoe and my ones that I would recommend just from like experience. But if you were going for balling on a budget shoe, the Columbias are amazing. There's nothing worse than hiking in uncomfortable shoes. Like,
Literally the worst.
It's terrible. You get blisters.
My dad always used to say, you know, son, we're going to go out to the backcountry. Your shoes are going to get demolished. They're going to get destroyed. Buy the ones from Big Five. They're $20. It'll be fine. I used to buy those all the time. That was like $20. Okay, this will last me a year. And we were on the Sierra High Route. We were hiking. At one point in the middle of it, we had to stop. My feet had 3 blisters on them. My dad's feet had 2 blisters on them. We ended up switching shoes, luckily, because we were the same size. And we finished out the last 2 days of the trail like that. So if you guys are thinking, oh, but these ones are a Walmart or Target, I can probably be fine just getting these. If you're doing like 1 or 2 trips, those are fine. But if you guys really want to get into hiking and you want to be adventuring, we recommend investing in them.
If you guys use a different shoe brand, let us know in the comments. We'd love to try and get our hands on a pair and test them out for you guys.
Well, thank you guys for watching our recommendations on the best hiking shoes. These are the ones we've used for the past few years. We're bound to try other companies, but for us, we are really excited with the ones that we have.
Yeah. And so if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We know like 99% of you are not subscribed who are watching this channel, so it would really mean a lot if you guys could subscribe and support our adventures and our gear guides and recommendations and that kind of thing.
And if you guys haven't already, make sure to go check out our Instagram and our TikTok. We post on there every day, so if you would like to see more from us rather than just our 2 times a week on YouTube, make sure to check out the links below.
And with that, we will see you on the next adventure.